Hey guys, it's Chase and welcome back to the Down to Movies podcast. We got Caitlin.
Hi.
And we got Starla.
Hello.
And we got Michael.
Hello.
The Hammer Miguel Eichelberger. All right. That's what it says on your name tag right now. But I didn't make that up on the top of my head. But we are back. We've been on our couple-week hiatus. You know, last time we did one of these, Aiden was with us. We talked about favorite Robin Williams movie. And now we have a 4-hour-long tournament bracket ready to set up, and we will get it going. So, long story short, we are here to talk about long story short, it all started a night just like this. But no, we're a fan of horror. Rather, you may not follow it or whatever. Like Starla and Michael, they love it. There's posters that are horror all over their house and movies. I mean, they love it. So this is a very passionate thing for them. I like watching them. Caitlin enjoys watching them. So it's one of those you may not love it, but everyone has a soft spot for horror, and they know a lot of who these people are. So you can say these names whether they watch it or not. They know who you're talking about.
True that.
And we are here to decide who is the ultimate, at least in our opinion, who is the ultimate horror icon. Yeah, they'll be watching this around the world. Yeah. Exactly. Because this is some good stuff. We're gonna come up with the winner. Who is the iconic horror icon?
He doesn't like to brag.
I don't want to brag, but this is going to be
the iconic horror
icon. I know, that's what I said.
Horror.
The iconic horror icon of icons. But no, basically, okay, so Starla, you sent me over about, 30 names of people who you could consider an iconic horror figure in the movie biz. And I narrowed it down to 16, which was tough because there was a lot of names I liked. Like I liked their movie or them in general as a character. And
16.
Yeah, exactly. So I narrowed that down to 16, put them in groups of 8, and we'll have the winner of one side against the winner of the other, and that will narrow it down. So we will go over who's in these as they go. It'll be kind of a thing, but we'll explain it. But basically, so we'll have our first group. We all talk about it. We say the pros and cons. You say who you want to win or who you think would win. And it doesn't necessarily mean in a fight, but that could help sway your vote. Who will win in a fight, and after you decide, if whoever has the most votes goes on to the next round. If it's a tie, we will debate about it a little bit longer and see if you can sway somebody else's vote.
All right.
Everyone understand the game.
Can you go over the middle part again?
Ranch dressing. I would say that's my job. It's like when I list all the different dressings, and then what's the first one you said? I'm like, oh, this is 10 of them. Okay, so our first matchup is one we've kind of played with a little bit, we've teased here, and that is Michael Myers versus Damien of The Omen, and of course, like I said, Michael Myers of Halloween. So let's make sure to say the movie. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, Mike Myers.
Sure, Okay. Caitlin, in your opinion, what is a pro of Michael Myers? We'll get into debate. I just want to. What's a pro?
Why do I have to go first?
Okay, Starla, pro of Michael Myers. Well, no. We'll debate. We'll have a more debate, but I want to hear. In your opinion,
got so many things floating around in my mind. I've got a pro and con right off the top for Michael Myers.
Okay, so
the pro is apparently you can't kill him.
Yeah, at least after the third movie, fourth one, whichever one because third one's something else. So
Yeah, the third one was different.
Yeah, it was a different one.
Yeah.
True.
Yes, you can't.
They haven't come
this
up with
debate's
a way
going great so
to
far.
kill this guy, but he remains dormant unless it's Halloween.
True, because he only has an issue with that one day.
Yeah. I read the director said he wanted the movies to be more about the
day,
and not necessarily him, but didn't quite work out.
Yeah, yeah, true. Okay, so more pros here. That was me calling someone out, and you did it. You passed. You're good. So so what's some more pros? What do we got here?
Does he ever not have his mask on?
No, I don't think.
Every now and then.
He'll take it off. Yeah. Well, it'll get.
She
forced
tore
off.
it
Yeah, it was like forced off. Yeah, because
But do you see his face?
Yeah.
Don't was it like once? I don't remember seeing his face like once or
They
twice.
show
Just
a shadowy shot of his face in the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I didn't
So,
remember seeing his face at all.
As a con, we'll put light sensitive. They rip his because he has an issue with anyone who wears a mask, whether it be wrestling, a cartoon, or horror movies. You rip the mask off. Yeah, he rips the mask off. He freaks out. He grabs his face and is like, and freaks out. So that could be a big con. Rip his mask off, run away. You're good. You're golden. No, but you know what I mean. Like, they get very weird. Just finish the job and then cover your face back up.
He really gets embarrassed if you pants him.
Yeah, if you call them names. Okay, so we got so Michael Myers. Okay, so anything else on him you would like to say before we get to Damien?
He's thinking about pants and him.
Oh yeah, he's
His little master.
Michael. This is a family show. There are kids who listen to this. Or kid, I don't know, who knows. Yeah, okay, so Damien, and then we'll discuss against each other. But like Damien now, what are some pros, cons? Caitlin, I know you haven't seen The Omen, but we kind of went over some things. So what are some more things that can help her vote?
He never lifts a finger.
Yeah, I was like, he doesn't do anything. Yeah,
Yeah,
pros,
but he can be killed.
Right, he's a kid.
because he's a kid.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
on.
a human.
Yeah, he's on.
Yeah.
He's just, got a really bad father.
A dad who hasn't done some good things.
We're not talking about Gregory Peck either.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So Damien.
So I mean,
yeah.
he does have he's mortal.
Yeah.
He can be killed, but ultimately he can. I mean, if somebody's he can
influence people.
influence you to help him. He can
Yeah.
have other people do the dirty work for him.
But do
Yeah.
people know who he is?
No, until later on. Like it's one
So
of those things.
that's
Like nobody
another
knows.
advantage
They
he'd
figure it
have
out.
if people don't know
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
like
sure.
what
I mean,
he's
'cause they don't-
capable of.
But let's in this world, and
And-
for the sake of this, let's say they know.
And he's a child. It's very difficult to say, well, that kid is the spawn of Satan. You have to kill him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They mention that in the movie
Him
too.
being
Yeah,
a
it's
little
tough.
boy is a defense mechanism because
Because
he wants
the
to
innocent
kill a
who wants to
little
kill a
boy.
little boy,
Yeah.
the defense of him being a young little boy.
And
Right.
a cute little boy. It's not,
Yeah, he
I
was.
mean, he's
yeah, he was a cute
adorable.
little boy.
So you're like, oh.
Okay. What are some cons to Damien? What are some weaknesses you think? Because he's still a kid,
Yeah,
so
he's still
his
a kid.
emotions, he is
Yeah,
killable.
you
His
ground him.
emotions. Yeah, go to your room, Damien. But mom, I'm gonna choke you
You
out.
know what? His emotions are a
His
are a
emotions
pro
are,
as
yeah.
well because
Yeah,
he
the
gets,
more angry he gets and sad.
You know,
he
think
gets.
about the
Yeah.
things that hack off a little kid. Not always a rational thing to
decision
get
after
angry
that.
at.
Yeah, it's like you make
might
a kid
get-
mad and start destroying things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If he
Okay.
gets irritated with
That's what we
somebody,
do.
that's it for
you
him.
know my dad. Okay, pit them against each other. Who do you think would win? Not the winner of this round, but just who.
Out of those two?
Because Michael Myers doesn't care if
I
you're a
would
kid.
say-
Clearly, he doesn't care if you're a kid.
Yeah.
He was going to know who you are because even
I
if he
think
doesn't
I
at
don't care
first.
whose kid it is. I think if you put Michael Myers in a room with a kid, I think Michael
And he
Myers
can't
Michael Myers.
and he can't be killed
Yeah.
But could
because
he
even if Damien influenced somebody to kill Michael Myers, you can't kill him. He just keep coming back.
could
And
he?
eventually,
Well, okay. Michael Myers is a human. Could he influence Michael Myers? Because he is. I mean, he may be immortal, but that's
He's-
because that's the way the directors took him.
yeah.
You know what I mean, or the writers and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So let's say Michael Myers from the first or second movie, whatever. Let's say, could he be influenced, and then that's it. You just you take over his body, and you're like, okay, have
I
Michael
feel
Myers
like-
do other stuff.
I feel like Michael Myers would catch Damien out before he had a chance to do anything about him.
Yeah. I think so too.
Okay, so y'all feel confident about this one? Can you come up with a winner?
Mike.
That's my
Yeah. All right. So Caitlin, who's winning? Who's going to the next round? Damien or Michael Myers? Out of what you've heard,
Who's better or who would win in a fight?
who's moving on to the next one? What's your
Mortal
vote? 'Cause
Kombat.
yeah.
Who would win?
Yeah. Who are you eliminating from this tournament and who's going to the next round? Michael Myers, Damien. And there's no wrong answer. I mean, it's your
I
opinion.
know, I'm just trying to decide.
It's tough because if you really think about it,
I feel like Damien because I feel like he's harder to get rid of.
yeah, because I mean,
Like,
you could with the manipulating and stuff like that. I mean, that's why I'm
Yeah,
saying you
and
don't
being
know
a
for fact
child,
Myers
I
has
feel
no
like it'd be
sequels.
harder.
Yes, but you don't know for a fact that Damien couldn't take over Michael Myers. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if he's,
True.
because Michael Myers doesn't run after you. So if he's walking after you and he just looks at him and is like, dude, you're mine now. Like, you don't know.
But by that rationale, then Damien would win the entire thing.
Not necessarily against some of the other people we have in here. I'm just saying.
Can't imagine
But
Michael
this
Myers
is
being taken out by Damien. Oh.
you don't. Hey, okay. So we have a Damien vote. Starla,
Michael Myers.
Michael.
I'm still going with Myers.
Careful now.
It sucks. Well, it sucks because
I mean, they're both very strong.
both
That's the problem.
very well, and all these guys. I mean, once we get to some of these other ones, though, you know what I mean? Like, okay, so Michael Myers, Damien. Damien, I think, could control Michael Myers, but Michael Myers is also a creeper and could sneak up on him before he has a chance. You know what I mean? Like, there's all these memes of Michael Myers creeping in bushes. So So,
Reaping in bushes.
just for the sake-
You took this horror
He'd be like,
icon.
want some candy?
yeah.
Get in
Like,
my van.
No, but you know what I mean. Like, well, I think, like you said, okay, Damien's emotions can be a pro, but I'm also gonna say is a con because he will think like a child. Michael Myers will.
He might get excited about
Might get
candy.
excited about candy. So I'm gonna
That's
say
true. I
Michael
hadn't thought
Myers
about
3-1. So Michael Myers is going to the next round there. So Damien is out. He will face the winner of this next bout. Okay. All right. So next up we have Freddy Krueger versus Hannibal Lecter. Pros of Freddy. Besides the
He's a
obvious,
dream.
he's a dream.
Yeah.
Besides the obvious, I mean, because
Yeah,
that
you can't really control him getting you because you can't run from him. Like, he gets you
Yeah.
when you're sleeping, and you have to
yeah,
sleep,
that's what I'm saying.
so you
This
can't
one
avoid it.
may be, but Hannibal doesn't ever really sleep. You know what I mean? He does. No, like
Maybe
I mean,
he may
has
not
to,
sleep, but Freddy can get you.
But
in
Hannibal,
your
As soon
sleep.
as he sleeps, that's it.
Yeah.
He's not Samara.
No, he's not.
Samara's genius.
Freddy versus Samara. Hey, I know it didn't quite match up that way. But no, but yeah, right. A dream versus a girl who never sleeps.
Right.
No, okay, but pros of Freddy. He's a dream. He murders / touches little kids. That's
Freddy and Damien.
That's pretty sadistic.
It'd be over pretty quick.
Man, these matchups are all fucked up. Okay, but okay. Anything else? I mean, this is
Hannibal's main thing is he likes to eat people.
He likes to eat
He's
people.
not gonna
He's
even
very
want
intelligent. And
he's very smart,
entertained.
manipulative.
Yeah.
But with Freddy Krueger, I don't think this is going to be.
No.
Okay, can we, Caitlin, Freddy or
Freddy.
Freddy.
Yeah.
Freddy.
Okay, that was a big.
Poor Hannibal.
Yeah.
Dude.
It's alright.
Sorry, dude. Okay. Okay, so now we got Michael Myers versus Freddy in the next round. So, Jason versus Bagul. Jason Voorhees versus Bagul. The Eater of Children versus
The killer of children.
He doesn't eat them.
Not
Of
not
children's
literally.
souls.
their souls.
The souls. Metaphorically.
Okay.
So, Eater of Children versus a mama's boy.
So for Bagul to get to somebody, he's got to work through their children.
Yeah, and they have
And
to.
Jason has
move.
no children. They wouldn't even meet.
For the sake of argument, because technically, are any of these people going to meet?
No, but they
Well, how
really,
did they-
really would.
But it's not necessary. But no, but the argument isn't necessarily Jason versus Bagul.
Yeah, it's who
it's
is better.
Who is better. And
Who's
it,
stronger?
It helps
Well,
the
Bagul-
argument. Bagul's
Not against
is-
each
yeah,
other.
not necessarily against each other. Like with Michael Myers and Damien, you had the Damien strengths and weakness of the movie's sake, and his character versus Michael Myers' strengths and weaknesses. If they fought, who would win? That may help you. It doesn't necessarily mean that's the fight.
Bagul is like
Give me my pin back. This is
Charles
like my,
Manson. He doesn't ever actually do any of the killing.
Yeah.
Except, well, yeah. He doesn't necessarily do the killing.
You know what I mean? He just sends others out to do
Really,
it for
he's
him.
just creepy.
He's got
cre-
very
He
specific
is
rules,
a big creeper.
You know?
He's
Yeah,
more of a creeper
If
than
you're,
Michael Myers.
if you're living in the home, he won't get you, but then you move,
He gets you.
then he gets you.
Yeah.
Well, okay, and Jason, for the most part, only
Doesn't
sticks
have
around
any
the
rules.
woods. He has no rules.
I'm telling you,
I
they
mean,
would never meet. He's hanging out at the lake.
Okay,
He's only
but
in
let's assume he's mortal. Okay,
House on the lake.
he's very emotional. I mean, if you watch some of the other Jason ones, he's very emotional because he sees
He is a mama's boy.
He's a mama's boy. He reacts on what his mom from the second one or something like that. So he, right, or one of them.
He's the reverse of what Bagul does to kids.
Yeah, he's just
He fiercely protects his mother,
yeah.
and Bagul wants
you
kids to kill their
family. So, okay, obviously if they went against each other, they would never meet. But if they fought, I think Jason would beat him for the
Yeah.
fact that he has no rules. Bagul won't do any of the heavy lifting.
Yeah.
So, if that's sake, yeah, Jason would win. But for the
Bagul's a
sake
puppet
of who's
master.
better, Bagul or Jason, I mean, that's the argument. So, because this is the horror icon, not character battles. Like
I
do.
feel
Yeah.
like Jason, because Bagul does. We don't know what he does, other than manipulate
Manipulate
other
kids.
people.
Yeah. It's kind of like a demon.
So, okay.
And
He's an older
an
demon.
independent filmmaker. I mean, he's an independent
Bagul
filmmaker
goes on the
who
beach when the
manipulates
kids are doing
children.
the hard lifting. He's sipping Mai Tais.
Yeah.
Damien's older brother.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so Bagul has too many rules. Jason, not enough. Both one lazy, who has kids
Yeah.
do all the work, and the other one who's a mama's boy and does what he thinks his mom wants.
Right.
So, if I had to pick one,
I would assume Jason would win because I think that in his mind, his mother would want him to kill someone who has their kids kill them.
yeah, I'm saying Jason has no issue. Clearly, Jason has no issue with killing kids or teenagers or because that's what he does.
This is true.
This is what he does. He kills
But
adolescents.
he does the work.
Yeah.
Okay, so
He's a
I'll start
working
us
man's
off so
killer.
somebody else can do the final vote. So.
He is a working
Yeah,
man's killer.
okay, so based off of strengths and weaknesses and all that, I would say Bagul has too many rules. Jason would beat Bagul. Michael,
I agree.
Caitlin,
I agree.
start off.
I'm with you.
Okay,
4 to
so
0.
we all are clear of the rules of how they go, right? Because I want to make this clear. Because if it was character battles, yeah, obviously we'd go with the one that are supernatural.
It's just
or,
funny how the it's interesting and it's funny how some of the random matchups.
Oh yeah, no.
With a dude who
it's
only
tough.
is in specific homes
I know.
matched up with a dude who
Yeah,
doesn't,
who doesn't look. I know. It's wild. I mean,
New York.
it's tough, and that's
In
why.
space.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, because
wow.
if we were doing it like an actual character battles, I would have matched the ones that made more sense to each other. But because it's a
power thing.
power thing, who is the ultimate horror icon? Like in your opinion, like just because one does this and the other does
Well,
this.
we've got
doesn't
some good
necessarily mean
contenders. I like this.
So there we go. So Jason
Okay.
is going to the next one. So next is Sam from Trick or Treat versus Mary Shaw, Dead Silence. Which is a little bit tougher. So Sam,
It's like a college tournament.
yeah, right.
Lesser known.
Lesser known's good.
Yeah.
So
College
so if you're a
tournament.
fan of these movies, then you're good. If you're not, well then get ready to hear some crazy
Yeah,
things.
spoiler alert,
Spoiler
and
alert.
you should see them.
Yes.
What are some Caitlin? What are some things about Sam that you think would be a positive,
Well,
or for his case in this? Creepiness, things he does right.
Can't kill him.
Can't kill him.
pretty
does
much
shot
he
in the
just
face.
wants some candy. Like,
He wants
Yeah.
you to follow the rules of Halloween.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
very easy to stop.
He's
if you followed his rules and you just gave him candy and did stuff how he wanted, then he wouldn't be a danger to
decorate,
you.
Dress up, give him candy.
All
Three
he wants
things
you to do is have like a traditional Halloween.
Yeah.
That's all. That's the
I mean,
only
pretty
reason
much,
he's
yeah.
going
I mean,
after
pretty much.
people.
Yeah.
It's because he's mad because he didn't get what he wanted. He's throwing a fit like a little kid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
He
Yeah,
has the mind of a child,
Yeah.
so I don't think he's really that much of a danger to people unless they can't follow simple
until
rules.
until he doesn't follow the rules.
Right.
You
Yeah.
see what happens to people that don't follow.
But
the
you
Yeah.
always give him candy and he'll spare
He'll
you.
be like,
alone.
he's like, all right, you're chill.
Yeah.
Okay, so what would be a weakness then? Because I mean, not getting candy, that's a strength. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah. Well, his
What would be
weakness
his-
is that once you figure out that you just have to follow the rules of Halloween, he leaves you alone.
he leaves you alone.
Yeah.
Okay.
But in the
Um,
same respect, Mary Shaw's kind of like that.
Yeah,
as long as you don't
'cause
scream.
You're fine.
you're fine, but she's
But you would
gonna
have a really crappy life.
Yeah, because she's gonna be trying to scare you. You're gonna open the cabinet and try to grab a T-shirt. She's like, like Mary Shaw.
She and her dolls are terrifying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because she
do not
uses her
like
dolls to help her.
Oh my god.
Because she knows that
Let me
people
tell
are
you,
scared.
every time it showed her in that movie, I would have screamed. I wouldn't have made it
Oh, yeah.
past the credits.
I think the creepiest part of that movie is when she falls out of the casket. And
and
then she goes from laying on the
she's
ground to
just
standing there. Ugh.
Yeah.
Oh no, thank you. I'd have
Yeah.
screamed.
So,
I'd have
okay.
screamed just so she'd kill me, and I wouldn't have to see her anymore.
Don't scream, which is a hard thing, and you beat her. But scream, and I mean,
It's
you're gonna-
easy.
She's terrifying. People, no one's
Nobody
gonna
would
not
know.
scream.
But
Yeah.
Sam would never
Not unless
scream.
they physically could not scream.
Yeah.
Yeah, mute.
And,
Yeah.
But so okay,
He'd
if you
have
put
a really crappy life.
yeah right, just rip your own tongue
He
out.
couldn't even end it.
I'm doing the best I can. Okay, so if you did Sam versus Mary Shaw, who would win?
Let's see, Mary Shaw.
Mary Shaw.
Mary Shaw.
Okay.
You don't get a vote.
No, that wasn't the actual. That wasn't the actual like
Nerd.
elimination. But how? Okay, why would Mary Shaw beat Sam in a fight?
Because all
He's a
Mary
pumpkin
Shaw
head, he
would
can't
have to
scream.
do is hand him some candy.
Yeah.
But how would he defeat her?
She's just going around trying to scare everyone.
Yeah.
He is just all he wants
They
is
really
his
should be
candy.
friends.
And I think he's only
probably
like
would.
that. He's only cares on Halloween. She's
Yeah.
just always like
Yeah.
that. She's more of a threat to
And there's no way
mankind.
he could get rid of her.
Yeah.
He, I guess, destroy every one of her dolls, but how
Destroy
would
her
he
dolls,
know?
and then
He'd only have one
Because
night
he's
to
smart.
do
He's
it.
not stupid. I mean, but you saw all the stuff he did in one
Yeah.
night in the movie. He did lots of crap. He was
Right,
everywhere.
but that was in one town. So we're talking about he'd have to locate every Mary Shaw doll.
And how many dolls did they said? But I can't remember how
Wasn't
many
it
she
just
had.
like 100 and
It's like
something?
100
Yeah.
or so.
100 and
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
And she can obviously mail them away.
Yeah.
If she mailed the
Yeah,
one
sure.
away.
She married Billy. She mailed Billy to.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And she can create very, very lifelike dolls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they could be hidden amongst you,
You'll never
and
know
you wouldn't
it
know.
until it's
Yeah.
too late. Take a screen.
So I
Okay.
think that even though she couldn't necessarily kill him, logistically he couldn't do anything to harm her.
True. Okay, so based
And
on
she
the arguments,
could him. She could disarm him.
yeah. Okay, so Sam, Mary, Shaw.
Strong.
Sure.
Sure.
All right.
I love Sam though. I love him.
No, I love Sam.
like
That's
a
the thing. If
son.
this was like who do you like better, then this thing would look a little different.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Nobody
so-
likes her.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. She's
not
not
friendly.
endearing in any way.
What's up?
You gotta put them on the
Oh, yeah.
next.
Okay, so
Yeah.
our first half is done. Our Western Conference is done. Okay,
It's
so
looking good. It's
so we have
looking good.
Michael. So get ready, start thinking if you want. So Michael Myers versus Freddy Krueger, Jason Voorhees versus Mary Shaw is the next thing. So, all right, to the other side of the
next heat.
Eastern Conference, we have Jigsaw versus the It Follows.
Versus
The
it. Whatever
it
it is.
follows, whatever it is. Which I mean, it made the cut. I mean, it made it.
No,
in, so.
it makes me happy because it's.
And this is gonna be a tough one too because it's like a dream versus a guy who never.
It's a jigsaw,
Yeah.
so you,
Well-
you just have to wait around. They'll die of
Okay.
cancer.
Let cancer beat him. That'll get him.
Oh my god.
But okay, do the best you can to not keep it as like a paranormal thing who can't be beaten because that's what we had to try. to
Okay,
do.
I got it right now. The It from It Follows would win because his butt lays there for the entire length
he
of a
can't
movie.
move.
Yeah, true. We just kind of.
Yeah.
He at the
about-
door.
Yeah.
He'd have him where the jig would be up.
Yeah.
He'd have to run that whole setup.
Yeah, he
You would
doesn't
have
do
to beg somebody
anything.
to have sex with them for it to work.
Well, he could just torture somebody into doing it. Like I'm gonna cut your leg off or have sex with me. I mean, you really. Oh my God! To the guy who taped a guy to inside of a car and ripped his back off. I mean, really? Are we gonna say oh my God to that? You really think was he too good to force somebody to have sex with him? I mean,
Yes.
I mean, come on, dude.
Yeah, stand.
I mean, Jesus. I mean, Jigsaw is a sick bastard. So if he can
That's
find a way
true.
around it, because just keep having sex with people. Just get a group of people, dude. I'm gonna kill you if you don't have sex until this thing just goes to someone else. All right, cool.
You know
so
what,
that's the way
though?
to beat it, unless it kills that person.
That is true because It Follows really doesn't have a motive. It just
It just
knows
does.
the one that it's supposed to follow.
Exactly. So it can
Yeah.
be beaten, but the only thing is if it finally gets to the person it needs to, then it kills that
Where
person
does
and
it-
goes to the next person.
Yeah, does it just go to any person
It
after
goes.
that, or
It goes to who you pass
oh,
it
doesn't
to.
it go to the person like who had it before? If
Yeah.
that person
Yeah.
gets killed.
So like if you had it and then died, it would go to the next person.
So
before
Jigsaw could set it up to where somebody had to keep
that. Exactly, because
And
that's
if they
his
had
thing.
to keep going,
he
then
could
he
human
could keep it
centipede
away
that
from
bitch. He could just be like, okay, you go.
That
All right,
is his
next
thing.
you
Torture
go.
is
Next
his
you
thing.
Yeah.
Go. So
And teaching people a lesson.
yeah,
So he could round up people he considers to be promiscuous
exactly.
and force them into this horrible situation.
And it
Just
was
flying back and
just
forth.
flying back
Yeah.
and forth. Exactly. Yeah.
so
exactly.
he
and it
could,
would
he
buy him
could
some
work
time.
this thing to his advantage.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay,
So let's
okay,
vote. All right.
I like this.
Let's vote.
Alright.
Michael.
Jigsaw.
Caitlin.
Jigsaw.
Jigsaw.
Look at that.
Look, you argued your way.
I argued my way into that.
Okay.
I think it
My
worked.
biggest thing I was trying to do was have a good argument against the It Follows thing.
The biggest thing he was trying to do was make Jigsaw a rapist, and he figured out a way to do
Shit,
it.
he's done everything else. That's the only thing that's not on his freaking resume.
Think about what we're laughing about.
Oh,
Aw.
not rape, Jigsaw. Raping. Okay.
Through manipulation,
Yeah,
mental
right.
manipulation.
Yes, mental rape. So next round. Okay, this one's gonna be interesting
Okay.
for the sake of the fact that one's a doll and one sucks blood. So Chucky versus Dracula,
Well,
a classic horror monster, which was several other ones, but this one was the creepiest of the other ones. Yeah.
Alright.
So Chucky versus Dracula.
well,
What are some cons and pros of Chucky?
up until a certain point, Chucky wouldn't have blood.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because he was a human,
Yeah.
you know, and now he's not. So, one, he doesn't have blood, but I mean, not again
And
necessarily. against Chucky,
Dracula
just
has some very obvious weaknesses.
the sun.
Sunlight,
garlic,
stake in the
steak.
heart.
Because if this is classic Dracula, that was the stuff that we
Yeah.
crosses, anything like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, okay. What are just for the sake, because I mean, we did argue it follows out of this thing. So what are some pros to Dracula? I mean, he can if he catches him as a human, he could.
Oh, take out his batteries.
Yeah. But I mean, Chucky gets melted. He gets all this crap happens to him. And then he just eventually goes into something else. So it just kind of.
Eventually, Dracula's going to accidentally drift into some sunlight or some wood.
Yeah.
And then it would just be a double count out.
Like he'll drag his casket out, to the front lawn.
Yeah, just wait.
Yeah.
Like
Wait.
the Minions when
Exactly.
they're trying to be all sweet and give him a happy birthday, and they open the thing and he just disintegrates.
Yeah, that's
what it'll
Yeah.
be.
I think.
So you think Chucky would take it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It seems
Yeah.
wrong, but I guess.
So everyone agree on that? That was
It
a short
seems
one.
wrong,
This one's
but
this one's a shorter.
Chucky's
bracket
harder
than
to
we
kill
did.
than Dracula.
Yeah.
Old
Dracula.
vintage scary movie villains seem to have more real ways to get rid of them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now
that's
you
what I'm
just
saying. Now
can't
it's
get rid of these people.
because there used to be ways to there used to be ways to beat these people. And Michael Myers used to be human, so did Jason Voorhees, and they
Yeah.
all just turn into.
Well, it's like if you think about the things in like the Paranormal Activities too, all of those, they always find a way that something comes back.
Yeah.
Whatever
Yeah.
demon it is, it gets
no.
inside someone else.
Well, that's why
Yeah.
you
In
watch all
each
those movies
movie.
and you go, well, I'm just going to see how these people die. Because you know they can't be
Yeah.
stopped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Okay, well, easy enough. We don't
Newer
need to vote.
things don't go away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Chucky.
I mean, they've killed Freddy at the end of every movie,
Oh, yeah, dude. Yeah, Chucky. Chucky. He always dies. And then
Yeah.
just nothing.
and Jason and Michael and you
Yeah.
just can't get rid of them.
Okay, this is going to be, before we get to this one, this is not the obvious why he would win. This is just the argument's sake.
Okay, tell us
Samara-
what we have to say.
Samara no, well, but you know what I mean. Samara versus Ghostface. Because Ghostface is several people. Samara, obviously, her weaknesses don't watch tape at all or just pass it to somebody else. So
Yeah.
those are
Yeah.
obvious cons of this argument. But for the
Right.
sake of it, Samara, her strengths, she doesn't sleep. She has the emotions of a
Right.
child. She is
Yeah.
angry all the time. She just wants to hurt for fun.
Yeah.
She has psychic powers in a way.
Yeah, she can manipulate animals and things. She
But
scares animals and things.
and I know you don't want us to talk about it, but she's confined to a tape. If you don't watch the tape or you share the tape,
You're okay. Make
Yeah.
a copy of it.
she's a little bit like It Follows in that
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
All you have to do is pass it on, and it will never come back to you.
That's
It's
true.
not even like It Follows. It's even better.
It's like it'll never
Yeah.
come back. Yeah, just don't
Yeah.
ever watch it again. You're chill.
Yep.
In
Once you know
Ghostface,
the
is several
secret.
people, but just the
Yeah.
icon itself, the mask and all that stuff. So I mean, serial killer. What's your favorite scary movie? I have one for you. Come over. Let's watch it. It's Samara.
Yeah.
It's
So he likes,
you know what I mean?
he
Like,
likes
hey, you wanna come
scary
over and
movies, so you
Yeah.
probably could get him to watch the tape.
It's true. But he knows a lot about them, so you might have it before.
Yeah.
Yep.
So is this another It Follows
Yeah.
thing? Oh man, this side sucks barrels. Okay, so Samara's out. Ghostface is in. Oh yeah. Okay, the next one.
Why did the Kool-Aid guy get
Oh
involved?
yeah. Okay,
Baby giant.
we have Alien versus Pennywise.
Oh,
God. Poor Pennywise.
Not necessarily.
okay, when a little kid can say it's acid and throws it on him and defeats him, what is a creature who has actual acid for blood gonna do?
I would say because Alien is basically just it's just an animal / monster.
I mean, it can even kill you if you shoot it.
Yeah. So you don't want to kill it.
You haven't seen it. It's
Alien?
No, it.
Okay, I was like, I have too.
No, not
She
Alien.
knows the problems
No.
with this alien.
It, because it is, man, it's like, what, a 3-hour movie? And it's
Yeah.
like, it's good, but then it's like all this stuff that is so creepy and just devastating of Pennywise. It just kind of gets shot down in the last, like, 15 minutes. It's weird.
He's super creepy to a group of kids.
Yeah.
And he is super creepy.
He is
when
super
you
creepy,
watch
yeah.
him.
You watch the movie, it's
But
creepy.
when
Like
you're putting
adults
him up
don't see
against an alien, I mean,
Yeah.
Man, this is...
it's like Cujo versus the alien. Well,
Right. But again, this is
obviously
the-
Cujo super
but-
creepy to a person.
Right.
But again, this is the Ultimate Horror Icon Tournament. So,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
iconic.
I'm sorry. I forgot the officiality of
No,
this.
but that's the whole thing of it. It's not. This isn't necessarily a battle thing. So I understand where all of our allegiance lies. It's he would win in a fight.
No, this
then It Follows should have won a long time ago. Or
Alien
Freddy.
is still probably better, though.
yeah. It's
I
not
not
about
think it's better.
Whatever, man.
You agree, but
No,
you're
I
throwing a
agree.
fit
I'm
about
just trying to just be a shit.
We're talking about a creepy clown versus an alien.
True. Well, we can go ahead and put them into the.
Which would you
finals
be
and
more
decide.
terrified of?
Well, Pennywise is pretty
Clowns are
damn
pretty
creepy,
scary.
dude. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
just
but a
clowns,
giant alien
Yeah.
is standing right in front of you.
You know how I'd beat the alien? Get Sigourney Weaver.
How did that work out for the third one?
Well, we don't talk about it because she also came back in the fourth one. So
Well, okay, next time an alien shows up at your door, I want you to run out and get Sigourney Weaver real
Go
quick.
get it real quick.
I mean, it's really I was saying.
She's not like Windex. She's not
Yeah.
available at every store.
Okay, this is our final 8 here, people.
Okay, this is when it gets real.
This is when it gets real, or at least more logical. Like, Freddy is gonna be doing this and that. That's what it's gonna end up being now. Okay, so we're back up to the front. We have Michael Myers versus Freddy Krueger.
Michael Myers.
Michael
Okay.
Myers doesn't sleep.
He
He
doesn't.
one day a year. Freddy
Because
Krueger.
he's kind of he's the boogeyman, right? He's mythological in a sense. At this point, it's not. He doesn't hibernate. We don't know that he's hibernating. He just doesn't. He
He just falls asleep and is just there.
I love Freddy. You know I
I love Freddy too. If they fought each
But
other, Michael would win
Freddy-
because he doesn't really. Does he sleep? It's never said.
know,
Do you
it's
think he
never said.
sleeps?
Michael Myers.
Yeah.
They don't know where
That's
he
what I'm saying. They don't know where he is or what he's doing. We don't know. But I'm saying
You don't know where Freddy is either, and you don't know when he's coming.
But let's say Michael
If-
Myers
if
just
Michael-
dozes off a little bit. Well, you're screwed.
If
then.
Michael Myers does sleep, then he's going to have a problem. Because Freddy's a dream.
Mm-hmm.
But if he's confined to the rules of the movie, it'd take that Alice
Okay,
girl.
this
to
is
pull
this
him
is
in.
how I want to decide. This is one thing I want to decide. Okay, who's harder to kill in their respective movies? And not just
Yeah.
obviously one's a dream, one is unbeatable. But let's say,
It was pretty much the same argument as Freddy versus Jason. You know, one gets you when you're
oh
awake,
yeah,
or
I was
one
gonna
gets
say
you when
one's
you're
gets you awake,
asleep.
one's asleep, and they did
Yeah.
fight, and they kind of gave us a semi-winner.
Sort
So
of.
sort of.
Yeah.
So who's
can't
harder to
remember.
beat in their respective movies? Like if they
Freddy.
didn't finally turn him into a person.
Jason.
Sorry, we're having our own.
No, yeah, no. It's like I'm sure you're talking to 3 of you and no one responds.
I feel like Freddy's more of a threat.
He is more of a threat, so he's harder to kill.
He is harder to kill.
Because
Because in theory, Michael Myers is supposed to be a human.
Yeah.
He's supposed to
Freddy-
be a normal person.
Well, Freddy was a human.
he was a human, made
But
bad
now
decisions,
he-
got burned alive.
Made
Now
bad
he's
decisions.
made bad decisions.
Michael Myers is part of life too.
Yeah, and I mean he was a normal. You know what? Hey, I'm just saying, dude.
I think like
Michael
a bad
Myers-
decision was me leasing the VW bus, not being a child murderer.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
He made he made
bad
awful life
decision.
choices. No, but like Michael Myers, I mean, theoretically, he was just a kid who went crazy, and then he became an adult who
It's
they.
a kid that killed his sister. That's all.
Yeah. Well, then, and they made him unstoppable.
He
but
made
he was
some
a
bad
human. I mean,
choices.
he
He
is a
made
human
some
being.
bad choices.
He did. That little bastard. He
All this is just really a bunch of misunderstood people who
Right.
made bad choices.
You just need Thompson.
Except the alien.
the alien
The
just
alien's
hungry.
just existing.
Yeah, he's like I'm a predator. Oh.
I see
Okay.
what you did there.
Oh, you like that? Alien versus Predator. I know Predator didn't make this list because he's not a horror or anything. He's just Arnold's bitch.
What?
How did that even happen?
That's,
Okay. The
let's
question
just
at
get
hand.
okay. Question in hand. Obviously, in a
Myers.
fight, if Michael Myers sleeps, Freddy wins. If he doesn't, Michael obviously he's fine. But
That's more
Who-
of a character
who-
battle, though.
well, yeah, that's just one of the options that you could consider your winner. So do you pick your winner based off of the argument of who would win
If
in
they
a
were
fight?
just doing a physical fight against each other, Michael Myers.
Yeah.
Because Freddy's smaller. He's more about talk. He talks, talk. And he
Yeah.
can still be
Quips.
talking.
He monologues, he quips, he makes jokes.
That's kind
And
of the
Michael
idea.
Myers would have stabbed him in the head 12 times by the time he's done talking.
Okay, so let's just end it because we got a few more. So, Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger.
All right, Myers.
Krueger.
In a just physical
think-
fight?
Any whatever
Whichever you
whatever
think.
you want. I'm just saying, think of all of the possibilities.
Um,
Don't just base
Michael
it off of
Myers.
the obvious answers. Michael Myers. We have 2 Michael, 1 Freddy, right? If it was a fist fight, Michael Myers. If you go technical, either or, depending on if he sleeps or not. Who's harder to beat, Freddy?
No, it's a tough one.
Mm-hmm. You're gonna have the same argument in the next round.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Whoever wins this one.
Yeah. Ah shit. Okay, Michael Myers. He's out. Michael Myers is in. So next one, he will go against the winner of this next battle here. Jason Voorhees, Mary Shaw. I like how all of you made the same face.
Have you ever heard Jason scream?
Kind of. Well, he moaned.
It's the same argument though with Sam. Sam didn't scream.
Sam didn't scream. It just. If it was a fist fight, Mary Shaw's an old woman.
But she's not.
She's also dead.
Yeah, she's a
So is
ghost.
Jason.
So is Jason, technically, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, but
I know,
Okay,
it's
but-
tough
okay, but
because,
this way,
because it's
this
hard
way.
to not
You
be
can't-
logical.
You can't argue that since they both have the same characteristics.
Yeah.
So you
No,
gotta,
don't
you gotta,
have-
you
yeah.
gotta argue something else.
Okay.
So they both
Who's
can't
harder?
Be,
Who's
they
harder
both
to
can't.
beat?
Yeah, they both can't be killed. So you can't argue that.
Yeah. Who's harder to beat in their respective movies? Well, Mary Shaw, if you scream, you're dead. Or you destroy, or if the off
Take
chance
your
you find
mouth.
all of her dolls. If you find all of her straws.
Find all of her straws before it's too late.
that would be.
Mindy straws in the bathroom.
She had a stir straw.
Yeah, stir
hit.
straw. Yeah. It's just a mixer straw. Right.
She has one of
That's
those like
the twist.
That's the twist.
pairs of glasses that are
It's only
straws.
Yeah, only straw.
She has like the glasses straws that you
Oh yeah,
take out
the
of
silly
and it
straws
goes
like
up
part
to
of your
her.
hat.
Yeah.
She has like 2 beers on the
Right.
side. Oh my god. Okay, if the off chance you find all of her dolls and you destroy them, then okay, she's gone.
Yeah.
So, but that's not easy to do. I'm not trying to make it sound
No.
like you walk down the
But
street.
there's still an option.
There's still an option to kill her. Jason
Yeah.
Voorhees,
There's not a way to
unless
kill
you
it.
just blow his ass
See,
up,
like-
you put some dynamite up his butt and
Like with Sam,
light
there
it.
was a way to neutralize him.
Yeah,
With Jason, there's no neutralizing him.
because he thinks like the alien. He just wants to kill things
Yeah.
because he's just
Yeah.
an emotional baby.
Yeah. So
I can't get over the fact that he's a mama's boy. He's awful. He's awful. You know what I mean? For a horror standard, that's why he's so mad. It's because his mom and other reasons. But
Yeah,
you know what I
but-
mean. You know what I mean.
yeah, you'd probably be mad too.
We all a little mad
You saw
sometimes.
All right,
So okay, Michael.
Jason.
Jason.
Cool. Oh, so we'll have Michael Myers versus Jason. Is that a little better for you freaks?
Now this is a difficult one
Yeah.
for real.
So
No.
think about that.
We're
Okay.
We're coming back to that one.
Yeah, we'll come back to that one. Michael. I have my notepad for everyone who can't see this. Yeah. Okay, and this sloppy
Which is
chicken
everyone.
scratch. Yeah, it's just everyone out there. If you can see this, where are you? I see you.
Because I want to
am I
know what
doing?
you're writing on.
Yeah. Do you know where I am?
Oh
You're
my
behind the
God.
couch.
What kind of pencil am I using?
Yeah. Hello. What am I doing? Okay. Next one: Jigsaw versus Chucky. Serial killer versus a serial killer.
Well, the
One-
thing is that Jigsaw puts people into situations where they end up dying. Right?
Right.
How's he going to talk Chucky into that? How's that
Yeah.
even going to appeal to Chucky? How would he even know that Chucky needed to have that done?
And Chucky would be better off, would pull off a better, like if you have the first one and you see
Yeah.
just a doll chilling in the corner, you'd
Yeah.
be like, what am I gonna have to do with this? Like you
Yeah.
wouldn't even consider looking at it.
Yeah.
Okay, and I guess Jigsaw obviously can die because of
Yeah.
whatever.
He is human.
He is human, and Chucky used to be, but now he's plastic.
Yeah.
So Chucky,
I feel like Chucky hangs in there.
Caitlin, you feel confident about that?
Yeah, I'll go with Chucky.
And now we will draw our lines to the finals, almost. Okay, Ghostface versus Alien.
No.
No, I know. I need to write it down. Give me a second.
Me and Michael have an issue with you
Give
not
me a
writing it
second.
down. We're both like,
Okay.
Make it official.
Make it
Right
official.
here.
Okay.
It's getting worse, this handwriting.
I know, it started off where I gave a crap, and then it just went like, okay, I'm just well, because I don't want to spit it there. Let's make sure I use my penmanship while I'm sitting there trying to do a podcast.
Because he don't want to make sure that he writes
it
correctly.
doesn't have to
See
be
this notebook?
proper,
You
just
see
as
the
long
hat?
as you write it
I am
down.
Mrs. Nesbit. Okay.
Yes, you are.
Alright, so Ghostface versus Alien.
Okay.
Alright, screw you guys. We're getting, I mean, then okay. Then we don't even need to debate. We don't need to debate. And the alien can't watch scary movies, so he's not scared of anything.
Right.
Okay, we might as well just say who's the winner of this entire thing.
No.
Okay.
No.
No,
No, calm your tits, everyone.
you
Put
calm
them
down.
down.
You don't know
You put
how
those
it'll-
away, madam. Okay, so we already said, I know everyone's like, what's going on there? So we have Alien beating Ghostface, because Ghostface is just a dude or a woman, or whichever movie you're watching.
Yeah.
You know, okay,
He's,
so...
he's mortal.
He's mortal, he's just a dude,
Right.
so that's, you know. Okay, Michael Myers versus Jason Voorhees. A family man versus a mama lover.
Okay. Jason.
Because these are
They're
two
pretty much
similar
the
people. These are similar.
same. Yeah, in the new Halloween, he was pretty much like Jason. Just this big, unstoppable monster.
But only on Halloween.
What do you think he
Well-
does the rest of the year? Do you think he just goes on vacation?
Well, the day after, right? The second Halloween, wasn't that the day after?
No,
Halloween?
that was the same night, Michael.
Oh.
Here we go. See, now that there's an actual
Now
debate,
it's
it's
getting
real now.
technical.
Because pretty much you can say one.
If by
they're the
technical
same.
you mean accurate, yes.
Oh.
Oh, you heard it here first. And I know everyone else who's going to be listening to this later is like, Freddy would totally win against Michael Myers or whatever.
But there's a lot of ifs there.
I know.
You have
It
to
depends on how you look at it. It just
sleep,
kind of
and
ultimately.
there's a lot of ifs.
Yeah.
Because this could look
We don't
completely
know.
different had we been
That's
like,
the problem. We don't know what Michael Myers is up to, except for on Halloween.
yeah. And
He
Jason,
could be sleeping all year and thinking about Freddy.
he's like a bear. He just like gets a bunch of food and just hides in a cave.
I feel like Jason is the better choice. I think
Yeah.
he's more threatening, and I feel like he is probably harder to kill.
Yeah.
Michael Myers will woo you first. He'll take you on a date. He'll creep a little bit. He'll
When
wait
does
his
he take
turn.
anyone on a date?
No, but I'm saying like it's a joke.
I know.
I feel
I
like-
know.
No, but
And-
Jason is very more overpowering.
Yeah.
He will just
Yeah.
if he sees, he's just gonna get you. He doesn't
Yeah.
care. He's,
And
he's not
because
gonna hide
the-
behind bushes.
He's very straightforward.
Because the later movies, he's leaving the lakeside. So he goes places. I don't know that Michael goes to many
And
places.
he's not, you know, like he said, he'll sit there and watch.
Yeah,
he just
Michael
creeps on
takes
you
his
a little
time.
bit. He doesn't just go for it.
Yeah.
He takes his time. He goes after who he.
So you
know,
have
he's generally
time.
sure.
Yeah.
You have time to make better choices and save your life.
But maybe,
Yes.
but maybe because those are just dumb teens having sex and drinking and being stupid, then that's why he's a little bit slower. But if it was Jason coming after, maybe he would have a little more pep in his step.
No, I don't think so.
So you really think Jason would be Michael Myers? Is that where we're all coming
If we go back to the very roots of these characters, right? When we both believe they were both mortal.
You're right over there.
Mm-hmm.
So then Michael Myers has a specific target.
Right.
He's looking for teenage bad behavior and his family.
So I'm saying these are almost like the same exact people,
Mm-hmm.
kind of.
Jason is a nutcase who's grown up in the woods, so I think he's got a little bit of crazy banjo player in him. He's like,
Like Wyatt family.
yeah, like a little bit,
He's got hillbilly street.
you know,
Yeah,
sheep
hillbilly
mask. You don't know what he's gonna do.
Yeah. No, I know.
Michael
it's
Michael
tough.
is more terrifying.
Yeah.
I have a more okay, but here's the thing. Personally,
Crazy country is a little bit scarier.
I may be a little bit more biased in this one because I prefer, as a character, Michael Myers over Jason Voorhees.
We're not talking about who you prefer
I
as a
know,
character.
I know, but I'm saying
Or who's
that's
cutest.
dude. I would introduce Michael Myers to the parents any day.
I know.
No, but I'm saying like Jason was just. I mean, I don't know.
He's a little backwoods,
He's a little-
crazy.
He's
Yeah.
very one-dimensional.
Yeah. Backwoods crazy is tougher to rein in than has
Suburban
a specific problem.
I know, but this just
he's
sucks
a
because
rich
I'm like,
kid who
'cause
got upset.
I know it just sucks because like the way we're debating it makes perfect sense. I think they were doing it right, but I'm like, I don't want to see Jason in the final.
He's
I know
gonna be
you
the
don't
final.
want to, but I mean, he's
Okay,
backwards
okay, let's end it. Michael Myers, Jason Voorhees.
Jason.
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 Michael. Jokes on you, nerds.
I know he's cutest,
He is.
but
He has the best first name.
I know, and Jason has a freaky face.
well, that just
Yeah.
adds to it.
He likes hockey.
He's freaky, deformed, backwoods nut job.
Okay, Jason is in the final. Now, this one's gonna be a toughie. Chucky versus Alien, and that's my point. I was like, well, we might as well put him in the final. And you're like, no, let's debate it.
No, you were saying
No, we're not
you said this whole thing's gonna be over.
Caitlin, you don't work in a courthouse.
Neither do you.
I know. Okay, serial killer versus alien, but Alien's not expecting a doll. Okay, come on now.
But I don't think he cares if it is.
He just sees it and eats it.
But is
Yeah.
the doll smart enough to kill the alien?
But I'm saying, well, yeah, because there's still a dude in him. But I'm saying, like, Alien
Wait,
makes
Doesn't sound right.
Yeah, but when he's tiny, when he's in doll form,
like he's Super Saiyan. Like he goes from normal.
Yeah.
I'm turning into my final doll form.
does he have?
Come here.
Is he capable of killing the alien in his doll form?
No, he's not. He's not. Because
He may have the
Crawl the
brains.
alien's ass
He
and melt away. I know.
he may have the brains for it, but does he have the
Yeah,
physical
he's not
Yeah.
capable.
capacity to do it?
Dude, I
No.
don't know. He
'Cause
took,
if
he
he
took those
stabbed
people to
him-
the limits, though.
If he stabbed him or shot him, he wouldn't have the little legs to get away far enough.
No, but okay. But I'm saying like the alien is still an animal and can be tricked. Sigourney
It's
Weaver
not
tricked
like
it. You know what I mean? Like if he's smart enough to at least get because. Come on,
So what,
somebody
he's-
give me something that's
He's
just
gonna
besides
run-
the alien
he's
wins.
gonna run one direction and wipe out his feet prints and go the other direction. It's not gonna work like that.
But I'm saying if there was some way he could find a way to trick him enough,
Trap him somehow, but-
she blasted his
He
ass
could-
into space. I
yeah.
mean, he could find a way to.
That's very unlikely, though.
It is very.
I'm just trying to
get
get this a debate because Alien we have not debated about anybody that he's gone against. So I'm just trying to find a way to debate.
I mean, he could be smart enough to set up some explosives or something and blow them up.
Because
Because
aliens
he's
can
little
die.
enough.
It's not like they're
He's
unbeatable.
little
They can
enough
die.
he could probably
Yeah.
go like be under radar to the alien so he wouldn't get hurt and set
Well,
something up.
And Chucky can withstand most things.
Yeah, because they're not expecting. I know Alien's an animal, but I'm saying like
The
there's
problem-
no blood in him, so he doesn't
Yeah,
make
he can
sense
with-
things.
Well, see, they
Yeah.
want people because
They can
So
morph
they
and stuff.
can
Yeah,
impregnate him.
they can't do that with
They
a
can't do
doll.
that
You
with a
can't,
doll.
yeah, because he
problem
wants to be able to
with-
impregnate him and continue on the thing.
With
So-
Alien, thus far as you've had him against mortals.
Well, that wasn't
So
on purpose though. It
no,
was
no,
all
but
random.
no, but what I'm saying is
That's
that's
why
why
it was
the
so fast.
Alien
Yeah.
has
I know,
always
I know,
moved
I know.
forward.
But
I'm just trying to
now
give it
there
some kind
could
of-
be some sort of argument that Chucky could be
Yeah.
better.
yeah.
Because he's been burned and tore
Yeah,
apart.
and he's been melted, and his soul
Yeah.
just
Chucky's
goes
like
and goes into another door.
Don't they have like a
Yeah.
don't they have like a flamethrower or something that they get the alien with at
That's
some
true.
point?
So
Yeah.
I'm saying if he
Which
could
that
trick him
wouldn't
in-
hurt Chucky.
And I'm not saying Chucky needs to win. I'm not trying to. I don't feel so bad for that bastard that he needs to go to the finals. I'm just saying like there is
There
a way.
is a way
there
to
is
kill
a
an
way to kill an
alien. There's
alien
not a way to kill Chucky.
because Chucky's soul just
Yeah.
goes into the next thing
Okay.
because he's been killed.
Okay.
So it's
So-
not like the alien can just blade on him and melt him. It's like no, because then his soul will come out and go into the next.
That's
Chucky.
true.
Could he possess an alien?
Could he? Maybe because if he can take over humans, then maybe he could.
Yeah.
Because
So,
we have to think
okay.
of, so we have to think of every aspect here. I'm just because
Okay.
I don't want it to
I-
instantly be like, oh, alien wins. Because no, 'cause
It follows this thing.
exactly. I'm here to debate.
Hey, I'm the one who said all that. Don't even
Like I said, Caitlin is here to debate.
Thank you.
Caitlin is gently guiding you.
She is because this determines. This also determines who goes against Jason in the final. So
Okay.
Chucky.
let's. All right.
Wow.
All right.
Yeah,
Wait.
I agree.
Chucky.
Really?
Yeah.
That's 2 times I took out the big winners there. That's pretty crazy. So yeah. Chuck.
But
Logic
you had
wins.
you
And I had
had a
reasons,
good
like, I was like,
point
but Chucky's
encouraged by Caitlin.
You chose because Caitlin. If it was just us,
You didn't know how to defend your position.
how dare you? How dare you?
You rolled over
How
like a puppet.
very dare you? Okay.
All right.
V.
And
Jason.
studios, if you're hearing this,
Yeah,
this is a new movie pitch.
It
Jason,
is. It's Big Jason versus Small Jason.
Jason versus Chucky, in an all-out brawl of ultimate horror
What's he
icon
gonna
for
do?
down on movies. Yeah, what you gonna do? We don't do that here because he's a racist now. Actually,
Oh yeah.
Is
that's
that
right.
who does it?
Hulk Hogan.
Oh, I never
Whoops.
knew who did that.
So Starla, we're gonna have to erase you from the history of down on movies like you never existed, and we'll tape over
all
your
your
voice
records.
later. Yeah. Okay. So basically, like Michael said, big Jason versus tiny Jason. One,
Big chunk.
Big Chucky
big
versus little Chucky.
Jason.
You know, I mean, this is for all the marbles.
Well, like we talked about with Alien, if he can possess something, couldn't he possess Jason?
maybe
If he wanted to?
Yeah.
theoretically.
Yeah, and Jason doesn't have that capability.
Yeah.
He could find a way to just keep Chucky keep him alive, where he couldn't transfer souls over.
But does Jason have that mental capacity?
Is it like when your little brother fights you and you just put something on his head?
He just
stop
steps
him?
on him. He's like,
But as far as like big plans to contain Chucky's power, I don't see
No,
Jason
if-
thinking that out.
Yeah.
If Jason was a tiny bit smarter, he would just. I mean, I would just tie some shit around him and throw him in the lake that he's so fond of, and just let him sit
And
there
they've-
underwater.
They've tried that.
Really?
Yeah.
And because not drowning him, I just mean like keeping him there.
They tried
Yeah.
that.
They did really? Which one?
Yeah.
The end of the 6th one.
Yeah.
There's 6 Chucky movies.
No, we're talking about Jason.
No, I know. I'm talking about
We're talking
Jason
about trying to
doing that
drown
Chucky.
Chucky. Or not
Tie
drown
him
keep
to some
him in
chains and like cement blocks and throw him in the lake.
Oh.
To where
Well,
he
yeah,
can't.
you could just
and
contain
just
him
contain
that
him.
way.
Mm-hmm.
But is Jason smart enough to do that?
That's the thing. I don't think Jason is into big Wile Coyote type.
No.
He
They'll
just
push a boulder off
wants
the
to kill.
Right.
He puts bird seed on the
Maybe-
ground.
Chucky's already dead, so Jason would be like, all right.
They'll shake hands.
And they,
Yeah, they team
all
up.
this
And then
whole-
walk away hand
this
in
whole
hand
hour
into
debate has been ended in a
Yeah.
draw.
Yeah.
So guys, our first ever dual winners.
That's what you need
Oh,
to
yeah.
draw, Starla. You need to draw Jason with Chucky
Dude,
sitting on his
okay, no,
shoulder.
okay, this-
Sit-
no,
just
this
sitting
is-
on like
okay,
one shoulder
I
like a
will
pet.
I
just
will,
like
I will pay you for this. I want a Jason and Chucky picture of some sorts of them together. Because that is our final. Whatever our final.
He
this
needs
is
to
our
be
final
sitting on his
two.
shoulder.
BJ and the bear or something.
Whoa.
She finished the sentence.
Yeah, I know, but I was like, doing what? No, but like,
I'm not talking to anybody anymore.
no, but I know you can draw them doing something kind of. It doesn't have to be
Yeah.
like, because it doesn't have to be them like chasing after each other with a mallet. But
I
mean,
want him
just-
sitting on his shoulder.
I want it like if you can
I'm
pull that
matching
off. I
outfits.
want that drawn so we
Matching
can.
outfits.
It'll be hung proudly in the.
Well, the
Casa de la
obvious choice is
Ucen-
Jason in overalls.
Jason in overalls.
Clearly.
Chucky with straw in his mouth with a banjo.
Yeah. Hillbillies.
Yeah.
So, okay. I can work on that.
Yeah, please.
But
That would be
let's-
awesome.
Let's
Okay, focus back, rein it in.
we keep this high and tight.
High and tight. Okay. Caitlin? Think of everything.
Chucky.
If Jason was.
I say Chucky.
Wow.
If Chucky could either possess him theoretically or just. But Chucky can't kill Jason too.
Yeah. Yeah, because you can't argue
You
that.
can't argue that. So.
I mean, there was one, then they put like Chucky in like a pit, and he's just like running around screaming.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Because you can't get rid of
You
it.
can't get rid
You can't get rid of him.
All right.
That's what I'm saying.
So-
So,
So we can't argue that.
who could kill
They're
the
both
other one?
immoral.
Yeah.
You can't argue that.
But,
But
Chucky,
Chucky
can jump
Control.
I would say Chucky
Jason.
can outsmart Jason.
bodies. Yeah.
He can possess Jason and then kill who he wants through Jason.
Yeah.
But the only way he could possess him is if he's dead already, right?
No, Chucky was gonna possess the little boy.
Yeah.
I
just
thought
had
he was
to
going to
leave
kill.
it.
I thought he was going to kill him first.
No,
No. He had a certain amount of time to get out of the doll's body
Yeah.
before he became a doll.
Yeah.
So he's just going to find
So
somebody to
he
possess.
could possess him, but if he
So-
got enough time to be able to stop Jason enough to do it.
Yeah.
I want
He
to.
had to like subdue him somehow.
I'm gonna say Jason.
But you can subdue him because people have
Figure
done
out
that.
what they were. Yeah.
I know,
he
it's
just
a
keeps
tough-
coming
This is
back.
actually a lot tougher than I expected it to be. I'm gonna say
Yeah.
Jason for the fact that if he's somewhat smart enough to, because he's bigger, he
That's
can
a
just
big
pick.
if.
He could pick up
It's like
Chucky.
Michael Myers
and,
sleeping.
Yeah, he could pick up Chucky and just hold on to him for a year. Who cares? Whatever. Like just, you know what I mean? Like he could find a way to subdue him enough to. He's bigger.
He could carry him around in a knapsack like C-3PO.
Yeah.
And then
He'll put him in a baby Bjorn and on his chest, where it's like Chucky's like. Ah.
There's a picture for you.
Yeah.
Chucky on Baby Bjorn.
All right.
Kinda
So
like, Hangover.
Yeah, look like Carlos.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have one Chucky. I say Jason. Michael, we're gonna let Starla in this one.
All right, I'll say Chucky.
If you say Jason,
It's a
we will
tie.
continue to debate.
And then we fight to the death.
We try to convince somebody else. If you say Chucky, he's the winner.
Which I didn't think I'd pick Chucky out of all these.
I wouldn't have.
Given the facts that we know about Chucky, and the fact that he can jump bodies, that's a pretty big power there. And you don't have to necessarily be out of your body for him to jump in it.
No, and he's
It would
smarter.
just transfer Jason into the doll's body.
Yeah, and Chucky is
They'd
very
switch.
smart. He's a
And then
he's a
I
smart
don't
guy.
see Jason getting out of that.
Yeah. And then you'd have the size of Jason
The brains
with
of
the
Chucky,
intelligence of
or-
Chucky.
Yeah.
So Chucky.
And there it is. I've been outvoted. There it is, our winner of the first ever
I
Down on
can't
Movies
believe it.
horror
I can't either.
showdown.
You know that we're playing fair because I'm not a huge Chucky fan.
Me either.
Yeah,
I like
I'm
the
not-
first Chucky, and that's it.
Yeah.
The other ones get very goofy.
Mm-hmm.
But we did play fair.
Yeah.
And I'm really surprised that y'all listened to me between Chucky. I thought it was going to be Jason versus Alien in the final one.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, it was
It was a
a good
debate.
point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's not favorites. Obviously, like I said, I'd have mine, I assume.
When
would
you're
make it
dealing
there.
with anything that's immortal
It's tough.
against something that can be killed, you're kind of
Assed out.
Yeah.
And this was all random. I know it's tough. I if I'd taken out a lot of the immortal ones, it would have been very, you know what I mean? Like the ones
Yeah.
like Michael Myers, Freddy, even Jason. Like those wouldn't be in there.
Which more?
But they're big icons, you know what I mean? So the humans just stood no chance. You know what I mean?
well,
like the ones
maybe
that are,
sometime we can do it. You know, those
We'll do
that
a
can
part
be
2.
killed against those that can't be killed.
Yeah,
That'd
and
be good.
but this one was just the in general.
Yeah, in
Or-
general.
And then we'll do
random.
one like, because I know you had like Norman Bates, stuff like that. So ones
Yeah.
that are a little bit different
Yeah.
put in there, and the ones that aren't. Because we can do one that's
Because
just all
Norman
serial
against
killers.
Hannibal would be an interesting situation.
Yeah,
They
so we-
play some chess.
Yeah, right. There you go. And I mean, we can choose ones that are all serial killers. We can choose one, you know, because like
Yeah.
you get how would they outsmart the other one? You know what I mean?
There's no Leatherface here, everyone.
I-
I know
yeah.
that. But this was a
Yeah.
random selection, so Leatherface later.
You wanted
Yes.
Leatherface in it, didn't you?
I feel a little sad about not having. I mean, Leatherface is, but he's mortal,
Yes.
Yeah.
so
It's tough because
he would have gone
great,
the way of the dodo.
great horror icon, but he is he's mortal. It sucks, so that's against him. But our winner, guys, Chucky, and it is all fair. But let us know after listening to all the matchups. Who do y'all have in your final? Who do you have? Do you agree with our arguments? If you don't, well, I hate you, and don't ever come back here again. No, I'm just kidding. I love you guys. You know that. But no, thank you. This was a fun one. I like this
Yeah.
one. So we'll think of some other ones to do. We can do some, you know, like we said, Disney character maybes, or like Disney villains. Stuff
Chucky
like
against Cinderella.
that. yeah. We'll do eight horror versus 8 Disney and see who makes this.
Oh my
Yeah.
Yeah. Tinkerbell versus the alien.
She might win.
She might. She's yeah.
She's Flower.
It's like, that's not fair, Tinkerbell. Come back here. Oh my god, I wonder what like a xenomorph, like if he attached to Tinkerbell, what it would look like bursting out of her. Like it'd just be like a fairy,
Damn.
a fairy xenomorph.
God.
You give her nightmares.
I know, she's like, not Tinkerbell. No, I know.
Like a
but-
fairy with acid blood.
Yeah.
Didn't they already?
Flying alien.
Flying alien. Oh man. All right. On that note, thank you guys for listening to our horror icon tournament here. It was all fair, all debated. We did choose the winners. So if you feel sad about somebody, well, get over it because it was up to you guys. So thank you guys for listening. Give this podcast a thumbs up. Make sure you can follow us for the next week, and you will you will hear us then. And I will also post. I messed up. I will also post updates on if we figure out. All right. Updates on if we figure out what our next week's content will be, and make sure and put the link. I'll put the links down below so you can go click that and follow me everywhere else. So thank you guys. We will see you in the next podcast/video.